Now going over to the business blunder of the day, you have General Electric with their windmill failure. Well, they're blaming it on a manufacturing defect, which that's not great. It's one of those things where windmills in general are mostly trash, physically speaking, as well as for the environment because they're not made of nice materials. But on average, again, it varies very much depending on where you put those windmills because, again, some parts of the world are much more windy than others. But on average, these things take about 22 years to break even, also known as a trash investment. Terrible, 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 terrible. Again, that's to break even. That's not even to make positive. Keep in mind, you also have to maintain these things. It's not exactly an easy job. Now, this is a very interesting source. It's called the Nantucket Current, which, A+ for marketing. I mean, it's called the Nantucket Current. They got a little ocean on it. Pull that up really quick here. This is from J.C. Grazelli, who's a writer over there, in which he says, quote, GE blames manufacturer deviation for vineyard wind turbine blade failure off Nantucket. There you can see that, jeez. There's a nice picture of that windmill. The blade just sheared right open like it was a little straw. Make it a cardboard straw, even more ineffective of a structure. Now they say, quote, GE Verona, the company that built the vineyard wind turbine that suffered a blade failure earlier this month, cited manufacturing deviation at a factory in Canada as the cause of the incident and vowed to reinspect all 150 blades produced at the plant. Quite a few. The remarks from GE Verona's leadership team came during the company's second quarter earnings conference call with investors that represented its first comments on the incident since the blade failed on July 13th. After debris from the blade began washing up on Nantucket South Shore Beach 2 days later, the Vineyard Wind project was shut down by the federal government, and the company continues to investigate the cause of the incident. GE Verona's CEO Scott Starsake says, quote, while we continue to work to finalize the root cause analysis, our investigation to data indicates that the affected blade experienced a manufacturing deviation. We have not identified information indicating an engineering design flaw in the blade or information of the connection with the blade event we experienced at an offshore wind project in the UK, which was caused by an installation error out at sea. We are working with urgency to scrutinize our operation across offshore wind. Pace matters most. We are going to be thorough instead of rushed. Now, let's see. They also pull up, say, quote, it's been 11 days since that event, and just to reinforce from the start, we have no indications of an engineering design flaw. We have identified that material deviation or manufacturing deviation in one of our factories that through the inspection or quality assurance process, we should have identified. Because of that, we're going to use our existing data to reinspect all the blades that we've made for offshore wind. Have fun with that. 150 blades. Imagine climbing up there or getting a crane. Or I don't know how you're going to actually conceivably inspect those. But yeah, in terms of quality assurance, they certainly, some might say drop the ball, but in this case, more like drop the blade. So not great news for General Electric. And again, on a project that really isn't fiscally well for decades. So definitely not reinforcing a lot of confidence for the investors. So not great news. And again, not having the quality assurance up to par and having that breakage. It was so bad the government had to federally shut it down. And you had the debris on all the beach. I gotta say, GE, that is certainly the business blunder of the day. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving me a thumbs up or a thumbs down or a comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.